Do you own a cell phone, worn gold or diamond jewelry, driven a car? Maybe you're a coin collector. Well, without mining, none of these products would exist. So what is mining and why is it important? Mining is the process of extracting minerals and metals from the earth. Metals and minerals have led to the many infrastructural and technological advancements we see today. For example, the device you're using to watch this video is a product of bauxite and silica mining. The sand and stone used to construct the building you're in is also a result of mining. Hence, the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission will be hosting Mining Week 2022 to celebrate all of the achievements the industry has made for Guyana.
We have a full week of exciting activity, and as we like to put it, a week of celebrations. So we have planned, we're celebrating all minerals, all production of minerals. We're celebrating all operations, medium, small, large operations. We're celebrating special operations that are worthy of taking note of, whether it's in safety, whether it's in practices and so on. So we try to be all-encompassing in our celebration. And this year, is something we haven't, cut any corners. We're looking to really get the folks out and do a full week of celebrations.
This year's theme for Mining Week 2022 is Emerging from Adversity, Transitioning to Sustainability.
We thought it was appropriate, given what we came out. As you yourself said, we were struggling a bit last year with what Mining Week would be. And then even before then, we were, having Mining Week and mining activities as virtual, So it was definitely a challenge coming out of the COVID era, if you will. We still have our challenges, but, for the last 2 years, and even before then, unfortunately, we had some incidents. We had issues with mercury. GGMC had some challenges coming out with our local issues and so on, right internally. So we went through a lot. We went through a lot at the Guyana Geology Mines and the sector with COVID. So we recognize this theme to be quite appropriate, moving out from that era, if you will, of COVID and having issues in terms of our staff. It's a field-oriented job. So our guys had to go, they had to travel. Even during the time, we still maintained field presence. We were still operating. So we want to really celebrate that, and we've emerged. And with the other part, in terms of transitioning now, when we talk about sustainability, minerals, they're finite resources. They will come to an end at some point. Their life will end. But really, we talk about sustainable growth for future generations. We want to make sure that whatever, as stewards of the industry at the Commission, we put in enough there that the generations to come will benefit. This here will make an impact on their lives. And that's how we see sustainability going forward.
The week will feature 7 full days of activities. Day 1 is the opening and award ceremony, where the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission will be honoring those operations that have gone above and beyond their peers in the industry. Day 2 to 3 is the Quarrying, Mining and Exploration Conference, which is a 2-day conference at the Artichon Conference Center, targeting the pulse of mining. Day 4 is the seminar and training the mining school will be conducting 4 short courses at the conference center after the mining conference, intended for miners and prospectors. On day 1 to 4, you will also see the business, arts, crafts, and poster session. The mining community and the local jewelers will be showcasing their products and projects throughout the events at the Artichon Conference Center. Day 5 is the mining tours and launch of the YARROWKABRA Nursery of Native Forest Species. 45 attendees of Mining Week 2022 will win a day tour to a mining operation. There will also be the launch of the establishment and expansion of a centralized seedling bank of native forest species to support sustainable and responsible practices within Guyana's mining and forestry sectors. Day 6 is Customer Appreciation Day. The Commission has set aside Thursday, the 26th of August, to show appreciation to the miners, especially at the small and medium scale level. And finally, to close things off, Day 7 will see Pork Knocker Day celebration, where you can join the celebrations in Madia, Puruni, and Port Kaituma, where the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission and the Ministry of Natural Resources will be hosting Pork Knocker Day celebrations.
I believe one of the fundamental purposes of Mining Week is to commemorate the pork knocker. You know, they're the guys who at one point were traveling in the interior, lots of lives were lost. They pioneered this industry. They made it what it is. We still celebrate a few of them. Cyril the Jesus, for example. We have a nice postage stamp of her, and Dick Manning as well. So we have some of that, we really celebrate the pork knocker. I believe we should never forget that. The mining sector is forever grateful to these folks that pioneered this industry. So that's one. We want to ensure that, that legacy, that understanding of these guys that really struggled. For where Madia, the township of Madia has been developed now, for example, came out of those guys going into those fields. Today we can travel, we can fly, but back in those days, river and overland, it was very dangerous and very risky.
Mining Week 2022 has a special focus on awareness to change the negative narrative associated with mining.
Mining really did a lot for this country. In Guyana, it was the largest foreign exchange earner, and it generated a significant amount of jobs in the industry, whether it's directly or indirectly. True, mining is not a pretty activity from a perspective of the environment. It requires you to dig a hole in the ground. But by doing so, our people or people in Ghana can send their children to school, can build houses, can raise the standard of living. Out of that activity, other people can get jobs to send fuel, to sell fuels, and therefore they can buy a truck. And other people can transport people, so they have a job to get a vehicle to transport people, buy a pickup or something. So the ancillary jobs that come out of that really make us grow as a country. And by us being able to carry out that activity of gold mining, we're able to grow as a nation. And we want to recognize that. This here is something that is a benefit to the country, and we can improve, and we are improving our practices so that it becomes environmentally friendlier, and that as we practice as well, we are able to deal with reclamation. It's something we celebrate, in fact. At this point, we will be talking, one of the presentation will talk about better practices in mining.
The public is encouraged to come out to broaden their concept of mining. Visit miningweek.ggmc.gy to learn more.